Welcome to our custom space where dreams take flight. Positive visions current.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Custom Carving and Epoxy UK, and I hope you're all doing well. So you probably noticed you're in a different part of my house right now, and the reason why is I'm going to try something slightly different. So you may remember this coaster mold that I made, and I've made some amazing blooms in it. I had one of my subscribers reach out and say that she loves the mold, she loves the crystal edge on it. So would I be prepared to make her one? And I said, of course. So this time though, I'm going to be using some proper silicone because somebody's actually buying this mold from me. And I got thinking to myself, I want it to look a bit more professional than that purple square chunk I've got. Let me show you. So this is the original mold that I made, and if you haven't watched the video, it took me 7 attempts to get to this point. Now, I've got the original blanks, but I thought to myself, why don't I just use the coaster as a blank, you know? I've just polished them up with some alcohol and microfiber cloths, and it should work. So, as well as making her one, I'm going to make myself another one so that I've got two. And I got to thinking, how am I going to make it look a bit more professional? And then I thought about baking. And I got myself two of these 6-inch springform cake tins. Now, the risk is I don't know if the silicone will naturally come out of these anyway. And where they join, I don't know if the silicone will leak. And the last thing that I want is silicone leaking everywhere. Now, I believe that this work surface in my kitchen is reasonably level, because that's the other thing. When you're making a mold, you're going to want to make sure it's level. But what I'm going to do is I am still going to put tape all over these, just to make sure that A, it's watertight, and B, I don't get silicone leaking everywhere. But then the plan is to use these as blanks, and as you can see, they pretty much fit perfectly in there. So there's not going to be a lot of excess silicone because it is expensive. There's no getting around it. And hopefully that'll just create that beautiful mold on a flat level, and then I can ship it out. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm not going to bore you with showing me tape these up, but the plan is I'm going to get some tape around the inside edge, around there. Doesn't have to be all the way, but probably one layer of this tape. And then I'm going to completely cover this base in the tape. And that should hopefully prevent any spillage, because once I've done that, I'm just going to put the tin back together, he says, and get it in place like that. Making sure it's in the groove, because that's what could very easily not be the case with these. And if you bake, you know what I mean. You've got to get it just in that groove. There we go, to get that seal. And then I'm going to put another layer of tape just around that edge to make sure it's completely watertight and that this silicone won't leak out. So I'm going to tape these up, and I'm just using normal packaging tape for this. But I didn't want to bore you with just watching me make the tape. Then we're going to mix up the silicone, then we're going to pour them, and then we'll test one out and see if it's come out the same as my original. I'm hoping it does. So I'll see you guys once I've got this taped up, and I'll show you what it looks like then. So we're back, and I'll be honest with you, I started taping all the inside, and then I thought, you know what, I'm creating myself more work here, because silicone I don't think should adhere to the metal, especially with it being non-stick, but we'll find out. And all I've done instead is I've just put some tape around the bottom where obviously you can see the edge. Hopefully that will stop any silicone leakage. But as I say, the second one again, I've done the same. So I've just gone around it twice with the tape, and then I'm pushing it in. You know, that should cover that gap and hopefully prevent any leakage that we might get. But again, do you know what? When you bake with these and put them in the oven, it's liquid. So I'm thinking we should be okay. So I'm going to put these in. As you can see, they fit quite nicely in there. And then I'm going to get gloved up, respirator on. I'm going to mix up some of this silicone. As I say, I've got the proper Let's Resin stuff this time rather than the cheap Temu from last time. And it is just a 1-to-1. But what I will say is I expect these two molds to take all of this. So this is 580 grams. So I'm going to mix it up and we'll be right back. So here we go, gloves on. And the thing I like about this is it's a low viscosity, self-degassing and super elastic. So hopefully it'll be a nice Flexicone rubber to use, flexible rubber to use for this. And I say it's 580 grams, which I'm hoping is going to do both of these coasters. So just positioning these so that they're reasonably central in these 6-inch tins. And I'm expecting a little bit of it to go underneath and me to have to trim up after. That's fine. But we'll see. So, as I say, I expect, looking at the depths of these as well, they're about 3-4 inches. So, across, and then there's about, well, they're about 5-ounce mold. So I really think it's going to take all of this silicone. So for the two, so I'm going to just pour it all in. If we've got any spare at the end, we have, but I also like to leave a nice layer underneath so that hopefully it won't ever get damaged, because I want this to last a long time. I want, if anybody's buying one of my molds, I want them to be able to get the same as I do, where they love the mold, they get 40, 50 out of it, you know? And they always put these little lids on, which are a pain to get out. So here we go. That's in and out. But I suppose that's to keep it safe in transport. And the thing with this one is as well, it's quite transparent. So I'm thinking you might even be able to use it for some UV molds. I've not tried it yet, but I like that about it, because the cheap stuff I got from Temu, as you can see, it's more of a purpley tint. So I'm actually liking the fact that it's transparent, and it's a 1:1 ratio, so it's dead straightforward. Pour in your A like this. And so I'm going to pour it all in because I want these to be quality coasters that are going to last. And at least by doing that, I know I should have the right mixture. And I have actually got another set just in case this isn't enough. But you need quite a lot to create enough to completely cover it. So there's that bottle gone. And now the pot B. And I'm hoping that this is going to give me enough to do both. If not, it's not a problem. I'll just mix up some more because the silicone will bond to silicone again. And if you watch the first video, that's how I fixed the problem that I had with that mold, where it had carried some of those imperfections forward. But it's exactly the same as resin, your one-to-ones anyway. You just literally pour equal amounts into a cup and stir. Now, I'm probably, as I say, I expect to get a little tiny bit underneath the mold, the coasters, but that's okay. I can sort that out after just by snipping it with a knife and making it look neat and pretty. So here we go. You can see I'm just mixing it around, same as I would with resin. Scrape your sides, scrape the bottom, and mix it round like you would a resin. Trying to get you a better view, but I'm doing this in my kitchen, so bear that in mind. I'm not even at my usual workstation because I just wanted to get these poured because Jules over at the Resonator asked me about this about a week ago. I've been waiting for the silicone, then I've been waiting for these springform molds because I wanted it to look a little bit neater, and I just wanted to get it done for her and for me because it'd be nice to have another one to play with. Here we go. And again, if anybody else is interested, let me know. You know, I'll be happy to have a chat with you about it and see if I can do it. But it's not something that I'm claiming to do on a mass level like Julie Cuts or anything like that. I'm not a mold maker. It was just the fact that Jules reached out to me and really liked the mold and said, would you make me one? So I've got the blank if I need the blank, but I've just thought I don't even need the blank. I've got these coasters. So I'm pretty happy that that is thoroughly mixed now. Mixed all the way through. You can't tell whether there is streaky or not anymore because it's one colour with this. But I've mixed it around, as you've seen, for about 2 minutes. It feels a thicker consistency now it's mixed. So I'm pretty happy that that is now mixed enough. So I'm just going to move this out the way. And we're going to pour. Now I'm going to try and do it from a bit of a height. Have you got a good angle? Yes, you have. So just right over the coaster like so. And I want it to come over the top. Boom. That's one. And that is about half. So I think I've measured this about right. In fact, I haven't. I'm a tiny bit short for this second one. So I'm going to have to mix up a little bit more. Good job I bought two. Because again, I'm not one of those that wants to scrimp on the silicone either. If I'm making something for somebody, I want it to be special. I don't think there's enough in these bottles to mix up the rest, but we'll try. And I'll just grab the other set. Right, so here's the other set, and I'm going to obviously not need as much for this. So I'm going to just eyeball it, I think. So that's as much as I can get out of those. They are now done with. Just looking at the level, so that's 50 mil. I think I'm going to need at least another 150 mil. And the great thing about this, they should be set in about an hour's time. Usually it takes an hour or so to cure. I'm actually going out with my girls in a minute, so by the time I get back, we should be able to have a look. Can't see any leakage at the minute either, which is always good. Right, so I'm going to go with, where are we at, 50, so I want another 50 of A, like so, and then another 50 of the B. And hopefully that should be enough to just fully cover that second one. I don't know if it's in picture, I'm hoping it is, but you can see again it's only a little bit short, so I just wanted to mix up a little bit more and make sure that I'm not going to be short. So again, just mixing it around, and silicone will bond to silicone, so you don't need to worry if you've undermixed. So again, be cautious with it. Just make sure you're mixing it all around so that it gets a thorough mix. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm liking this though, they look pretty cool so far. As long as they work, as long as I get my original coasters out, we should have that great crystal edge going around, that beautiful shiny finish on the front. And I should be able to get one of these sent out to Jules, aka the Resinator, and see what she can do with it. I'm excited for that. There we go, I'm pretty confident that that is mixed again, thoroughly mixed. Obviously there was less this time to mix around. And in we go. Just pouring it straight on top. Beautiful. So there's one. I'd say they're both about level now, so I'm going to add a tiny bit more to this one. And then the rest can go straight in here. And with these being, as I say, transparent or clear, I am probably going to try some UV projects in them. I've just upgraded my UV lamp as well, so hopefully that will help. And we're going to see in the next couple of projects. But I do think it'll look a bit more professional in this round shaped mould rather than the one that I made out of cardboard. But let me know what you think. These are now going to cure for, I think it's a couple of hours. Let me have a look. Looking on the instructions if I can find them. If you're like me, you never actually look at them. But this silicone should, it is translucent, working time 40 minutes, 4 hours curing time for this one, for the translucent. So in 4 hours time, we're going to come back. Hopefully going to demold these. Hopefully they're going to come straight out. But I'm just going to give them a quick tap as well, so any bubbles can get dislodged like that. And I'll see you in 4 hours. Hopefully we won't have silicone leaking everywhere. I'll see you then. And hopefully I can fix the audio because I just realised I didn't have my microphone on. There we go. Something always goes wrong when you edit. Here we go. So it is coming loose. Again, I'm just being gentle with it because I don't want to ruin it after all this effort's gone into it. Here we go. Loosening it from the sides, all of these sides, and then I'm hoping it'll just prise out. Or I'm going to have to find another way to do it, because as I say, this spring lid, oh, it is coming loose now. So now I've loosened the side. Here we go. So that has worked beautifully. Once you've loosened the sides, it comes out. Here we go. So that is that part of the now the fun part, I think. Again, just trying to get it loose. And that has pretty much come out perfect, you know. Really happy with that. None of it's, there's a tiny bit there, but you're always going to get that when you make your own molds. And what I'm going to do is just cut off this excess rim, which isn't required. As close to the edge as I can get it, but I can always neaten this up. And again, you can always save this silicone for use in your next project as well. But I think this looks a lot neater than my first attempt. And providing we can get this coaster out, it should work perfectly as a mold. And again, I'm excited because with it being transparent, I'm hoping I can try some UV effects in this as well as the standard resin effects that you've seen me do. So the moment of truth. Will the coaster come out? It will. Beautifully. And I've got a beautiful, shiny, crystal edge mold. Or should I say Jules has, because this one's going straight out to her. Looks perfect to me. But I'm going to test it out before I send it, just to make sure that I'm happy with it. But there you go. That's how simple it is. And I think that looks a lot better than the old one. So let me know what you think in comments. I hope you've liked the video. And do me a favour, as always, like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next one.
Welcome to our custom space where dreams take flight. Epoxy visions coming to life. It's a perfect sight. We born together, blooming three, resin family. Testing my guts, new creations.